This is what we're making today. MABO Curry Bun. First, we're gonna cut this tofu into 1 centimeter cubes. Alright guys, after over a month, I'm back. The holidays was extremely busy and I'm grateful for that. It's a new year now and expect a variety of new video games and animes. After cutting the tofu, we're now gonna saute the pork. We're gonna saute this until it's golden brown. Now, we're gonna add in some onions and garlic. We're gonna saute this until the onions turn translucent. This will take about 5 minutes in the wok. Now we're gonna add in our spices. First, we're gonna add in 2 tablespoons of curry powder, 1 tablespoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, and 1 tablespoon of cumin. We're gonna saute this for about 2 minutes so that the spices will release all of its oils. Once the spices have been fully incorporated, we're gonna add in chicken stock. We're gonna simmer this for about a minute and then add in our tofu. After adding in the tofu, we're gonna give it a good stir and let it simmer for 15 minutes with no lid on. While our sauce is reducing, we're gonna season our dish with salt and pepper generously. Once the sauce is reduced and the liquid has thickened, we're gonna set it aside and let it cool down. Next, we're gonna make the bun. In a cup of warm water, we're gonna add in 1 tablespoon of sugar and 1 tablespoon of dry instant yeast. We're gonna give it a good stir and then set it aside for about 10 minutes. Now, in a bowl, we're gonna add in 2.5 cups of wheat flour, a 1/4 cup of lard or vegetable shortening, a 1/4 cup of sugar, and a tablespoon of baking powder. We're gonna throw this onto our stand mixer with a dough hook attachment and let it mix for about 2 minutes. After 10 minutes, this is our yeast mixture. We're now gonna combine this with our dry ingredients. Once the yeast mixture is fully incorporated, we're gonna knead this on medium speed for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, the dough should be nice and smooth. We're now gonna take it off the hook and leave it in the bowl. We're now going to place a damp towel over the bowl and leave it to proof for about 30 minutes. What we're looking for is the dough to double in size during this time. After 30 minutes, our dough should have doubled in size. We're now going to take it out of the bowl and roll it into a log. Once it's rolled into a log, we're going to cut it into 7 pieces. Next, we're going to flour our clean surface. We're then going to lay our dough on it and then press it down. We're going to roll the dough out until it's about 6 inches in diameter. Don't worry too much about making it into a perfect circle, just roll it out. And as we roll out our dough, we're going to set it aside until we need to stuff them. Alright, now we're going to fill our dough with our MABO curry. Everyone has their own way of closing the dough. Let me show you how I do it. I don't pick it up or anything, I just leave it on the surface. I find that it's much easier this way. We're going to begin by folding one side of the dough and then move to the right and fold again. We're going to continue to do this motion and pinch at the same time. Don't worry too much about the shape at this stage, just make sure it's nice and tight. And once you're on your last pleat, we're simply going to pinch it all together and then twist it. At this point, once the dough is closed, this is the point where you reshape your dough. And once you achieve your desired shape, we're going to put this bun on parchment paper and right into the steamer. We're going to close this up and let it steam for 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, our bun should have doubled in size and now we're ready to eat. Alright, I can finally eat this. Take a look at this bun, it's nice and firm and it holds well. After the first bite, I can honestly say it's not bad. The spiciness of the curry goes really well with the sweetness of the bun. But I do feel that the MABO curry itself is missing something. It's too plain for my liking. If I was to redo this dish, I think I would have added coconut milk instead of chicken stock. And also, I would have put in cilantro or green onions, or some sort of herb. But overall, it's not a bad dish, honestly. Anyways, that's it for this episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed this Tales of Arise episode. And if you guys are unaware of Tales of Arise, check it out. It won Game of the Year for 2021, the way Genshin Impact won Game of the Year for 2020. Guys, for this year, 2022, I've been doing a lot of research. There's a lot of games and anime out there that I want to recreate the food of. But don't get the wrong idea, I still plan to recreate every single Genshin Impact dish. But after doing my research, I just want to say there's a lot of new dishes I really want to recreate. So that being said, if there's anything that you guys want me to recreate from other animes or video games, please post in the comments below and I'll get to it. And guys, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe.